Yo, 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 and welcome back to episode 14 of Let's Build a Castle series. At least I think this is 14, 13 or 14, something like that. I don't know, one or the other. Anyway, what we're going to be doing today is more of the roof stuff. Now that we finished the towers for the last episode, now we're going to be adding on the roofs to all of this, and we're going to finish up the roofs today. Now, it's going to be a little bit of a long video, I'm sure, but we're going to go ahead and get through it. But anyway, what I'm going to be doing for this is I'm going to be adding just a little bit of a dome on top of this roof. This will be the bell tower, of course, and that's where the resounding war bell will sound throughout the valley, letting everyone know that, hey, there is a battle coming. This here is going to have the 4 turrets coming up, and it's going to have the sort of square roof there. Now this here is going to be a coned, like sort of like up there, but a bigger version of a coned roof. And it's going to sort of fan out a little bit. And then we're going to be finishing this roof right here as well. And overall, this is going to be pretty simple. It's just going to be that roof and that roof, which are going to be kind of in depth and trying to get that figured out. But let's go ahead and work on this one for now. So that way we get some of this out of the way, and it should work out. So anyway, let's go up to, maybe not to. Let's just go ahead and start here. And we're going to go ahead and go all the way around, and we're going to place it all with stone brick. Now the reason why we're using stone brick is because it sort of sets the little skirt here apart from the rest of the stuff. You know, it's not so that if I just use the cobble and the Italian stone, it would just look like another part of the structure. And we want to make sure that it looks like it is officially separating and it's becoming something different. So that's why I'm doing it this way. And anyway, we're just going to be doing this around just like that, just kind of simple kind of things. And we're going to do this here. And then for these little sections, we're just going to use some steps and make it look like it is sort of fanning up a little bit. We want to make sure that you give a supported, or yet you make it very supported, make it look pretty nice. Now there is going to be more stuff into that eventually, but for right now, that'll do. And then around here, we're going to do this. Like what I'm planning on doing is making it so that there's like this little roof skirt around. It just looks, I think it'll look pretty cool if we have like a little roof skirt thingamajigger all the way around that. And then it goes up a little bit. So this is where the windows are. And what we can do here is actually make this into the normal sort of textures that we've been using. And it'll go up like this. 1, 2. I'm actually not sure if I want this to be Tudor or not. It's probably going to be Tudor up here. So we're going to go up actually 4. So that's where the windows are going to be right there. Just like that. And actually what I think I'm going to do here is just keep this as stone brick all the way around. And then that's going to start up here. So this is probably all going to be the tan Tudor block all the way around. And so then that'll look pretty good up here. Now, I don't even know what I'm going to be putting up in this tower when it becomes interior phase. These towers are pretty much just for looks, to be honest. There's really no other reason for it. Basically, yeah, it's just for looks. And then around the top, we're just going to skirt some of this crap around just like this. And we're going to be happy with that. Just like that. Beautiful. And yeah, we'll do it there too. And then we're going to cone the roof up. So that's going to be pretty simple. Actually, let's go ahead and just change that all over now. Let's grab this. Get those tools out of my hand. Brush. Actually, no brush. Let's just go ahead and add that in. Let's grab some of that Tudor, and we're going to go ahead and do this all the way around. Now, what I'm going to be doing is during the time lapse that's going to be coming in the video, that's when I'm going to start, like, you know, putting the detail into the Tudor, make it look nicer and stuff like that. But for right now, it's just going to be flat Tudor, just like that, and that'll be pretty good. So, like I said, this is going to be sort of like a little skirt of roof there, and then it's going to be a roof here as well, and then it's going to go up. So it's just kind of like a stutter roof, in one sense, which I think will look pretty good. But let's just give it a little try about what it will look like. I got the idea from a picture of a castle. I don't know what the castle is called, but yeah, it's this, just like that. Having a little skirt around. Now this is going to be, obviously, it's not going to be this texture, since it's not going to be stone brick. it's going to be the other texture. But let me just go ahead and do this really quick. Go ahead and change that over to that, and we'll go ahead and do this stuff like that. And then we'll go ahead and change this over to that. And then that should work out just like that. Whoops, we'll just do that there, okay. And then we'll do the same thing over here, just like, whoops, that. And what does that look like? Does that look any good? I think this will actually work once we get into it some. It's gonna need some more detail and stuff, but for right now, I'm pretty happy with at least how it's starting. As we go on, it's probably going to change a little bit, and we'll be adding in some more stuff, but for right now, it looks pretty good. Now for this here, what I want to do is bring up the roof a little bit. Well, not bring up the roof, I'm going to bringing up these towers. These are going to be pretty tall, little like side tower thingamajiggers. And so this here, okay, let's just make these out of stone bricks. So let's just do this. And then this will separate the layer, and then it'll go up one more. Now, I don't even know what will be in these towers, but it's just for show kind of thing. And then the way that this is going to work is it's going to have weird windows like this on the corners, so that it doesn't blend in so well. So we'll have a window there, there, and there. So it's kind of like a twisty kind of thing. And the reason for that is to sort of break it up from below, so it doesn't look just like another part of the tower. Like, it looks a little different. And I think that this will look pretty good. It just is going to need some work, obviously. Yeah, that's a big thing. But anyway, I'm going to time-lapse this. Alrighty, there we go, and that sort of gives you the idea. We're going to do brush, sphere, cobble, and 1/8, and we're going to do 5, and mass 35, 12, and make all of that into our stone, just like that. And then all the way along the top here, we're just going to add in another layer of stone brick like this. This is going to separate it out a little bit and make it look a little nicer. And then on top of this will be the actual cone to the roof of this little, of these little tower thingamajiggers. Now, mainly these are for looks. There is going to be interior in them, maybe like storage or something of that sort, but there is going to be interior in these. And hopefully it'll look nice when we are getting close to finishing. But for right now, that is that. And then for the roof, what we're going to be doing is let's grab some brown clay. Where's the brown clay? Down here somewhere, there it is. And what we're going to do is just like this. Now, obviously the biomes are gonna have to change, but whatever. Because it's the walls down below are screwed up because of the biome stuff. So I'm gonna have to figure out a different biome for all that crap. But anyway, as you can see, this is just what the roof is gonna look like. Just like this, it's gonna go up in 1s, and then it's gonna go up in a 2 space. And it's gonna be basically a square tower kind of thing, a square roof. And but this is gonna be, it's pretty simple, pretty kind of point and shoot kind of thing. But the square tower here is going to really stand apart from the rest once we're done with it. So let's just go ahead and do that. And I think it's going to be screwed up here as well. Yeah, it is. And I think we have one more. No, we don't. Okay, perfect. And then it's going to go up one more here, but it's going to go up 2 instead. Actually, this one's probably going to go up 3. I'm going to make this one go up 3 because we definitely want this to have some good height to it. So we'll go ahead and do this all the way around, and we'll go 3 up, and then the rest from here on out are going to be 3 high to make sure that the roof has good height and that it matches up with the other the towers on the side. So there we go. Let's get that 3 all the way around. We'll do another level of 3. 1, 2, 3. Get that all the way up, and then we have one more level of 3 to go before this tower is going to be complete. Let's go ahead and do this all the way around. There we go. Gorgelicious. And we got one more right here. 3 high. The 3 high is important. That'll really make it stand out. Really make it look nice. And then just 2 high at the top. But as you can see, there we go. We got our square tower. And then the cones on the side are going to look pretty nice. I might consider actually bringing them down because of the height of the roof. Because these cones are going to be about as tall as the roof itself. And we don't want that. But anyway, what I'm going to do is go ahead and time-lapse this really quick. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to bring the roof down, unfortunately. Or these down. Which won't hurt me too much. I think it'll still look good. But anyway, what I'm going to be doing is putting the cone on that tower, the cones on these, going to be finishing up that roof, putting that roof there, and putting the dome there. And then that'll be the end of this video. But anyway, I will be right back. Alrighty, so there we go. We finished the roofs. Still going to need some tweaking here and there, of course, as we go along, but it'll definitely do pretty well as we continue forward. But what we're going to do really quick is just finish up the border of the roof here. So we're going to do it here, and we're going to go ahead and border the roof here all the way down. The reason why we're going to do this is because it adds a lot more structure to the building. And that doesn't want to cooperate, so we're just going to do it like that. Lovely. Alright, so then we're going to go ahead and just put up like this all the way to the top. And we're going to do the same thing down the other side. All the way to the bottom. Like that. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and do this all the way up. And then underneath, we're going to go ahead and place in some upside down stairs. And then that will finish off this roof there. We just have this little bit over here to do really quick. This won't take too long. We're just going to go ahead and do this all the way up. There, there, there. Maybe one there, there, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And then beautiful. And we're gonna go ahead and do this all the way up. But yeah, that will conclude this video. If you guys like this video, please like, don't forget the thumbs up. And if you guys want to see more, please subscribe. Definitely tell me, is this series helpful? Are you guys learning anything from this series? Is it helping you in your quest to build a castle or something of that nature? If so, definitely let me know and give me a heads up. And let me know some things that maybe you would like to see on the castle, like features that you might want to see. Yes, chimneys will be added in. Don't worry about that. Add that typically later on. There is a lot more to do, and I'm having a lot of fun with this series, and really excited about it. I'm looking forward to putting the moat around, and that'll be really fun to do, I think. But once we put the moat around, it'll look a lot better, and it'll blend in with the terrain a good bit more. But for right now, this is the castle we have. We're gonna go ahead and walk up the, all the sort of causeway, and I'll be lengthening the causeway as I go along. I was probably gonna be wrapping around like this. So like the only way to get up the causeway is it's gonna wrap around all the way to about here. Like maybe it'll wrap about to here, and then the moat will go all the way along it, and then go around the castle and such. And I think that that'll be really cool. But yeah, have the causeway go to all the way about right about here. Maybe have like a wooden bridge across, and then you have still a lot of area that you can shoot from and you can kill from and all that good stuff. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to check out my Facebook and Twitter. Also, I have a Twitch where I stream, and looking forward to next time, guys. Till then, bye-bye.